First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
On second down, here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
On the ball. We got three.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, 50.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Right back to him on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 51 is down. 51 is down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Done. 46. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Gun. Get out.
They go play action here on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where they're...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 54.
Stafford on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Zero. Set. Waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Stafford now to throw. Roberts got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Stay 50.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Muhammad. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On the ball.
They come out here in the I.
10.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run with Muhammad. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Hey, 50.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. It's a big play there for the Lions. 68 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
46, 46.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
46.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch and 8. You go 46, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Switch
Prescott to throw this time. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Hey, go. Gun. Go 46. 26.
Prescott now on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So out now come the Lions. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stafford now on second down. And to the left side here, Wilson. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now it's Stafford. And he's got it. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
46, 46. 46.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A give to Elliott.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
We got 3, fellas. We got 46, 46. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Prescott now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score, and the Cowboys get a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the
Take
two
their
of
breath,
us.
Yeah,
I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
21. Hey, I need one.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Big 20, big 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.